Today, why a badass millionaire world builder must 2x your efforts over the next 2 months, the final quarter of the month, so that you can avoid the holiday death trap. Get that trash out of your life. You have legacies to build. We grew that business from 3.4 million to 17.1. Horsepower, not horse shit. You want to be the parent that's an ally. They don't need another friend. Not everybody's cup of whiskey. Toughest advice for the toughest businessmen. Be relentless. Michael McLean, nobullbook.com, badassletter.com. Beautiful autumn morning, 15,000 steps. I have a great story for you this morning about my years in the insurance business. I worked with my dad for 17 glorious years in the family insurance agency in our small community, and we were able to grow that business from 3.4 million to 17.1 in a decade and a half. But one of the things that, one of the challenges I had in my very first year as owner, which was my second year there, I worked as an employee from the front door to the back door, learning the business. In my second year, when I was actually starting to pay for the business, I walked into my dad's office one day on December 1st. And I said to Dad, what the hell have the staff been doing here for the last 35 years? In the insurance business, if you know anything about the business, it's all continuity. It's all renewals. It's like membership. Each month of the year has this much premium renewing. That's how you pay your taxes. That's how you pay your employees. It's how you pay your expenses. It's how you pay yourself. So if a business is, 12 million in premium, usually there's about $1 million of premium every month that's renewing. You've got consistency in your business. Bills get paid, employees get paid, and life is pretty consistent. One of the things that I walked into my dad's office that first year that I was buying the business, and I said, my God, what the hell have you guys been taking a nap for the last 30 Decembers? Our premium volume in December was a third of what another month would be. So if we had premium volume at the time of, $500,000 every single month renewing, it was just like, wow, we have like maybe $200,000 in premium renewing in December. And my dad said, he said some words that have stuck with me forever. He said, well, nobody buys insurance in December. It's Christmas time. Nobody buys insurance in December. And what he was doing was parroting what he had heard for 35 years from his sales team, making excuses for dismal and shitty results. Well, nobody buys insurance in December. Nobody buys insurance in November. People are consumed with Christmas. And if you know anything about business marketing, then you understand that this is 100% nonsense. And it had just slipped by him because that's what he had been hearing for a number of years. They're doing well, 11 other months, but they have this month where they're negative, they're losing money, they can't pay their bills, they can't pay their employees. So as the new owner, this was one of the very first things that I started working on and fixing. I called it 2Xing. I called it double downing. So that December and every December after, we literally doubled down on everything: sales, marketing, promotion in the agency. We doubled our marketing budget. We doubled our sales calls. We doubled our sales meeting. I doubled the targets. I doubled the goals. I extended our office hours. Anything and everything I could do to 2X, to give us a chance to produce more, we did it that December. And yes, it was the opposite of what every other insurance agent was doing. Every other agent was sleeping at their desk. They were attending their 17 different Christmas parties, drinking too much, eating too much, and doing everything but the job they were paid to do. So I also grabbed the attention of my team that first December because, you know, the quiet desperation crowd, they don't know about standards unless you inform them and enforce them. And your standards, you know, your lowest standards are what you're going to achieve in business and in life. Not your highest dreams, not your highest vision and all these grand ideas. You will achieve your lowest standards, period. So my lowest standards in the insurance business were the month of December. We were losing. That was a losing month. The culture was poor, the mindset was bad, and I fixed it in one meeting. I'll never forget getting the team together upstairs in the kitchen and having a 5-minute stand-up meeting. Those are the only meetings I ever had. Stand-up meetings, 10 people, 15 people, 23 people, whatever it was, standing up, me addressing the team for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, handing out bonus, production checks, and away I went. Five minutes tops. So I had one of these 5-minute stand-up power meetings, and I basically laid down the law and set the brand new expectations. And at the time, we had like 4 people. So it was me and 4 other people, and I said, okay, I set brand new goals. We wanted that to be our best month of the year so far. We set sales goals. We set cross-sale goals for the service team. We set email capture goals for the receptionist, cell phone capture goals for the receptionist. I doubled my my direct mail. I doubled my niche postcards. We doubled our referral program. Anything and anything we could do to 2x that business. And I set the tone that these were the expectations. Hockey players are no different than employees. Employees are no different than children. They know the expectation, and people have an amazing ability of achieving the expectation, and that's it. If you give them a goal to sell $30,000 in a month, they'll sell $30,000 in a month. If you give a person a goal of selling, you know, $300,000 in a month, somehow they sell $300,000 in a month. So I've known that as a professional sports coach for a long time. We got out the big dry erase whiteboards. I made it a Christmas contest. I said we're gonna throw a big party at my house at the end, and everything and anything was on results. This wasn't gonna be oh, we came close and we're gonna celebrate. This was all about achieving this goal before Christmas and having a big party, having a get together at my home. And to make a short story long, it all happened. We had our best month of the year, which was saying something. We broke all our previous records, which were nothing to write home about, but they were new records. And from that day on, for the next 16, 17 years, December, we built that book of business up every month, every December, until it was as big or bigger than some of our monster months. You know, summer months, June and July, massive months of renewals. Well, we built up December. And I called this the holiday season trap in my business. Taxes don't vacation. Employees, well, you know, salaries don't go on holidays. Expenses don't go on holidays. So why the hell would your business go on holidays? For Christmas and Thanksgiving especially, we're in the last 2.5 months of the year. You're in the final quarter here. You're halfway through the final quarter. So this is called separation season to a badass world builder. I've always used this time as a man and as an entrepreneur to double down on everything in my world. And I'm talking everything. You know, I encourage you to use this time and do the exact opposite of what every other ordinary businessman is about to do. They're about to, you know, fade into the last 2.5 months. It's football season, it's Thanksgiving coming up, then it's Christmas. That's permission to drink too much, to eat too much, to work too little, and basically to set these unrealistic, you know, New Year's is for tomato cans. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know, in New Year's I'm gonna drop some weight and go to the gym. Like fuck you are. Within, I think it's 17 days, all the gym memberships are no longer being used. Once again, 99% of the people have given up on their New Year's resolutions, and the 1% is separating itself. So as a top 1%er, this is the sprint time. These 2.5 months need to be a mental sprint for you. Double down on everything, 2x on everything. If you're walking 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, start today walking 30 minutes a day, 7 days a week. Take no days off in October, November, or December. Work harder, train harder than you ever have before. If you're walking an hour a day, 6 days a week, move it up to 15,000 steps and walk, 90 minutes a day, and get it up to 15,000 steps or more. Like, challenge yourself, double down on everything. Eat cleaner than ever before. Make sure the food that's in your home is better than cleaner than it ever was before. No bags of food, no boxes of food. What comes in bags and boxes of food? The three evils: processed salt, processed flour, and processed sugar. Boxes, chips come in boxes or bags. Cookies come in boxes. None of that shit is live or fresh, and none of it's good for you. Keep the boxes and bags out of your house. If you're drinking, 8 glasses of water a day, double that down and get up to the 16 glasses. Get one of those big jugs and start drinking a gallon of water. You're into cough and cold season, flu season. What's the best thing? The best thing next to washing your hands to stay healthy is drinking tons of water. So 2x that water intake over the next 2.5 months. Do the opposite of what you see around you. Get any shopping you have to do done now before Thanksgiving. The cards you gotta buy, the gifts you gotta buy, so that you don't participate in any of that herd behavior. I just sit back and laugh at December because I love Christmas. Next to Thanksgiving, it's my favorite holiday. But one of the reasons it's my favorite holiday is I'm just focused on doubling down and taking my business and life to the next level. Plus, I'm not participating in the herd behavior. I'm not at the malls. I'm not at the stores. I'm not out shopping. I'm not doing any of that stuff because I get that done earlier in the year. Double down on your reading. If you're reading 5 pages a day, start today reading 10. It's more important than ever these last 2.5 months to get that ingrained. Good inputs into your mind. Stop watching the news. Do not watch any news from now until January 1st. Just shut it off. Take the apps off your phone. Don't ever look at that shit. It's all bad news. It's all toxic. It's all fake. It's all designed to make you a slave to it. Just get rid of it all. And then on top of that, get rid of social media. If you're still playing in that swamp, take those apps off your phone. Don't allow it to access on your computer. No social media for October, November, or December. Same thing when it comes to your Operation Money Suck. Your business, 80% of your business is marketing. The marketing and advertising and promotion and sales, that's 80% of your business success or failure. So if you've been struggling in that area, Michael, I'm having a hard time writing each day. For God's sakes, get up, set the timer for 15 minutes and write every day for 15 minutes. Write an email, write a postcard, write a social media post. Do something that'll bring you money and then send it. Do something that'll bring you money. Work on a team rewards program, work on a phone script, whatever it is, something that'll bring you future or present bank. But for God's sakes, double down on that. If you're writing for 15 minutes now, double it to 30 these last 2.5 months. Okay, avoid that holiday season trap of the 99%. And 2x. Same thing with all of your stuff, your prayers and your journaling. Make sure you're writing your goals twice a day. You got 1, maybe 2 goals. I would simplify in December. I would have 1 major goal in my life. 1 major goal, and at the most, 1 business goal and 1 personal goal. And I'd write that every morning down in pen and paper. I'd write it every night before bed. And then I would do gratitude with my wife every single night. And I'd also write down 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 things every morning and every night that you're grateful for. I'm grateful for a dock. I'm grateful for a lake. I'm grateful for gas for my boat. I'm grateful for fresh water to drink. I'm grateful for our dog Clifford. I'm grateful for, Division One football on a Saturday. I could check out the fourth quarter. I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for playoff baseball. All these different things that we can be focusing on. But whatever it is in your life, let's get 2x going. Okay, let's not be letting up off the gas. Let's be pouring the gas on these next 2.5 months. Put the pedal down these next 2 months. I'll finish with another story before I tell you about this Thursday's training. By the way, you want a 2x and you want to get out of a high-paying job, and you want to really avoid the holiday season trap, and you want to double down on everything these last 2.5 months. You need to be on my live training tomorrow, Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's completely free. How to create the ultimate badass millionaire lifestyle business. I guarantee part of your business is a high-paid job at best. I'm going to show you how to build a business that serves you and your family. If you were away for a year and you were sick, or one of your kids got critically ill and you had to take a year off or 2 years off and you had to pay for their medical care, can you do that? A great business can do that. If you got physically ill for a year or 2 years and couldn't work, can your business, can it run without you being there for a year, without you being there for 2 years, and pay for all your medical expenses? What if something happens to you? What if you're gone tomorrow? Like, is your business going to continue for the next 6 months, the next year, the next 2 years, so that your secret weapon can get things together, and your children are taken care of and your grandchildren are taken care of? Is your business sustainable? Is it more than just a high-paying job? Sign up below. There's only 200 lines. There's no cost. It's 90 minutes. Best and most important 90 minutes you're going to spend this year. Okay, the last 2.5 months, let's get that Frankenstein business fixed. Let's get it working for you. Let's untangle your life, and let me help you start living life and doing business on your own terms. Let's get that momentum going for the New Year's. And momentum starts in October. Okay? Now, one last story about this is people lose their mental focus at Thanksgiving, they lose their mental focus at Christmas, and they limp into the year. They limp into the new year. Oh, things are going to be different. And things aren't going to be different because you have no momentum. Let's get momentum now. Badass millionaire world builders get momentum now. Take your world and your everything in your world to the next level. Your relationships with your children, spend more time with your kids, spend less time on your phone, spend more time at the dinner table, no technology, spend more time with your wife, go on date nights, get the date nights going if you haven't done that, get into that momentum, Wednesday, or whatever works for you, and get all this stuff working before the brand new year. This last quarter is when it's separation season. And the last story I'll share with you is how we won championships in hockey doing this. Well, any of my teams, whether it was pro or amateur, but my last few years here in Perth, when we set regular season records, we didn't lose a single game in the new year one season. We racked up 30, we had a record of 38-4, we had a record of 42-4 in 2 back-to-back seasons. You know how we did that? Is separation season in these months. We used to play teams that were mentally checked out. They were on autopilot. Their mind was on Thanksgiving. Their mind was on Christmas. Kids were going home for the holidays, and we just kept pounding away. We 2x'd our practices. We 2x'd our weight training. We 2x'd our video sessions. We 2x'd our intensity as coaching. We 2x'd our goals. We set goals for every game, every practice, every day. When everybody else was just flatlining, we were like, go, 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 relentless. And we piled up the points in November and December. The same way you can pile up sales. Pile up sales in November. Pile up sales in December. Start the year with massive badass motivation. And pile up the wins in your personal life. Get any trash, curate now, cut the rope now, swift sword the people that have to go now. Swift sword and curate the things and toxic things that have to go. Quit drinking now, quit smoking now, quit gambling now, quit pornography now, quit procrastinating now. Do it now, get it out of your life now, get the momentum going. But with our team, we would end up with a record November, record December, undefeated, And these other teams are like, well, we mailed that one in or we phoned that one in. And at the end of the season, we might win first place by like 4 points for home ice advantage. And I always said to our athletes, 2 points in November is the same as 2 points in March. 2 points in December is the same as 2 points in March. That's how we won home ice advantage, and that's how we eventually won a championship. The same in your business. A dollar made in November is the same as a dollar made in July. A dollar made in December, a record month, is the same as you have in June or July. So get going and get some momentum and get relentless and do the opposite. Look around at the holiday season trap, this Thanksgiving stuff, this Christmas stuff that's all consuming to these tomato cans who watch the news, social media, they're cell phone junkies, and just remove all that from your life and just focus on you and your family and your business for the next, 75 days. 75 days. Like Andy Frisella, 75 hard. Let's call this 75 relentless. Put up a calendar, check off the days, relentless, relentless, relentless. Here's the 2 or 3 things I had to do. I walked further, I read more, I drank more water, I ate better foods, I did marketing today. Relentless 75, if you want to call it that. Badass 75. We got 75 days left. Come on, badass. Make these the best 2.5 months of your entire 2020. So with that said, a big start to that is this Thursday, tomorrow. Get on there, be on there at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to give you some motivation, some inspiration. I'm going to show you how to design a business, okay, that supports the lifestyle of your dreams. And I'm going to show you how to do it in 90 days. None of this full year stuff. Make sure that you hug and wife your children today. That never stops. There's no holiday season for that. There's no holiday season for that. There's no missing out on any of that stuff. What's critical is that you tell the people you love that you love them every single day. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow on the training. 2 words that changed my life. 75 relentless. 2 words that changed my life. 2 words that'll change your life. Be relentless.